Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Monster Loves You. In the last episode, we made it through Morsel and Monsterling stages of life, and now we're in Adolescent, I believe. So we're gonna just hop right back into there. We have 3 days left, but before we get started, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on more awesome videos in the future. And let's hop right in. All right, so we're gonna adventure into town. Let's see. Ooh, these are a little different this time. Let's go with this. You're heading home when a dead rabbit you found. Suddenly a fox appears. He sidles up to you and asks, "You gonna eat all of that?" Examine the fox. You're clearly no ordinary fox. Hand over the whole rabbit. Share the rabbit with the fox or make him watch you eat it. Okay, this is just cruel. This is just like weenie. Examine the fox doesn't really make sense to me. So let's share the rabbit with the fox. He's clearly hungry. You tear the rabbit into 2 pieces. It splits unevenly. One chunk has the most meat and the other has a bunch of tendons and skin. The fox looks up hungrily. And we'll give him the gristle because I did work for it. So, I mean, I'm just saying. The fox sniffs your offering but pees on the gristle and runs back into the forest. Animals can be so rude sometimes. Hey, I tried to share, okay? Let's go with this one. Outside your house, an Ashtastic charges from a nearby bush and sends you tumbling. "Challenge!" she screams at the top of her voice. "It's on!" Leap at her and crush her. Square off and wait for her to make a mistake. Take turns slapping each other or decline her challenge. It's no fun to decline. Crushing her seems a little extreme. So let's square off with her and wait for her to make a mistake. There, Ashtastic swings and misses. Take your shot. You lunge forward and knock her out. The day is yours. You look around proudly, but nobody noticed your little scuffle. Aww, so I'm not even gonna get any, respect for that. Okay. Let's go with this. I wonder what this is. You and Gobclaws are playing Toss the Kitten. You're winning 2-1 when crash, you miss. Whoops. And the kitten shatters Hamrag's window. Run for it. Definitely run for it. You both run, but Hamrag spots you. He bursts out of the house and bounds after you, causing the ground to quake with his footsteps. Quick, hide. That's what I would do. I'm not a runner. You and Gobclaws duck under one of her artifacts, something called a beach umbrella. Hamrag runs around the village for a little while longer, then gets tired and goes inside to resume his nap. So we got away. Good. Adolescence is fleeting. You have grown beyond youth and have become an adult. Yes. You've been dragged from your bed by your friends and neighbors. Trying to sleep here, fight them. Who, and where, and why. They tell you it's time to grow up and you're taken into the woods. That sounds really creepy. The neighbors throw you into the center of a great circle of monsters, all older than you. They whisper to each other and look at you, and then whisper some more. Get on, getting on. The monsters murmur and mutter, spit and snarl. They're deciding what best to find you as a monster. Wait patiently, yell at them to hurry up or take a nap. Wait patiently. After a while, the muttering stops, though the murmuring goes on for some time longer. Finally, the assembled monsters come to a decision. Well? The ring of monsters shuffles closer to you, forming a tighter circle. Elders loom over you while the smaller adults crouch low. Your surroundings grow dark and shadowy. Wait, what's happening? Do your part of the ceremony of adulation. Let's go with that one. The other monsters hold you in some respect, 1 out of the possible 100 points. Good for them. It's immediately clear to the crowd that you are very kind for a monster. I would say that's probably true. So nice of them. The crowd shoves 2 monsterlings into the circle, each with a broken arm. An elder asks you to take care of them. Gently tend their wounds, which requires high kindness, or apply general first aid. Let's go with this one, because I'm sure we probably have the kindness for that. Yes, you croon and pet the monsterlings until they grow drowsy. Then splint their damaged limbs in silence. They leave quietly, feeling much better, and everyone cheers. Accept their respect and move on. Okay, so we have 66 of bravery, 68% Cleverness, 39%. Ferocity, almost none of that. This must be kindness, and this is respect. Honesty, maybe? Maybe this is honesty. So yeah, we're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad. You're an adult now. You'll grow stronger over time, but your personality is no longer as mutable as it was when you were young. Onward to adulthood. Politic with monsters or explore the mist. Nothing I can interact with, so let's explore. Choose your adventure. Let's go with this. This is weird looking. You and Nashgash encounter the Proud Bear. This is an honor and a problem. The Proud Bear has killed monsters, something rare in the animal kingdom. He stares at you. Consider the bear, formulate a plan of attack, nod cordially and leave, or flee, leaving Nashgash behind. That's basically like I said in the last video of tripping somebody in the zombie apocalypse and running. I don't think I could do that. Let's consider the bear and see what he does. The bear is so potent that it deserves capital letters while being referred to. He shines from within, radiating a light invisible to the eye, but plain to the heart. Okay. You and Nashgash encounter the Proud Bear, blah, blah, blah. Let's nod and leave. The bear doesn't move. You go back the way you came. Well, I got a little bit more respect than I had, but that's about it. But I got that from the ceremony, not from the bear thing. I like his smug little face. Let's go with this. You come upon a scene of 100 frogs, all gathered on a stream bank. They are ribbiting back and forth in what is clearly a debate of some kind, watched by a stork. What are they arguing over? Eat the stork or don't waste your time. The stork is probably going to eat the frogs. Let's see. What are they arguing over first? Half the frogs surround a log as though it is their leader. The other half are huddled at the feet of the somewhat bemused Smork. What do frogs think of monsters? That stork looks delicious. Wait and listen. Let's wait and listen. Try as you might, you can't translate their croaks into an intelligible language, but they do start jumping up and down on the log. The stork takes a long step and impales 3 frogs on its beak. It throws its head back and tosses the frogs into the air and snaps them up. Blech. Now I wish I would have eaten the stork, because I could have saved the frogs. As the other frogs flee, the bird devours several more of the slowest. Might as well eat the stork! Yep, so that is honesty, and the present is kindness. Okay. Let's go with this again. You find a red hood and a basket in the middle of the forest path. A human house is nearby. Funny, you've never noticed it before. There's a white picket fence out front. Creepy, stay away, circle the pretty house, or take the hood and the basket home. Let's peek into the house. There is a great deal of blood in the yard, along with a half-dead wolf coughing weakly. Ask the wolf what happened. Woodcutters, friend, you can't trust them. Beware their axes, even worse than knives. The wolf finishes dying. Bow your head in respect, or take and eat the wolf's carcass. I mean, we might as well eat him. Otherwise, he's just gonna sit there and rot. You haul the strangely heavy carcass back home. The elder points out a sewn-up gash down the wolf's belly and say, it's good work. Take credit for the woodcutter's surgical precision, or admit to someone else who cut the wolf open. I'd admit it. The elder is impressed with your honesty and says so. You open the nash and find stones inside the wolf. How odd. I wonder what those were for. Let's politic with monsters and see what that does. Let's pick the sneaky snake. The snake moon is rising in the sky, and it's time to gather snakes for the ritual. Snake moon? Sometimes the full moon has shadows on it, and that's GOT to mean something. Oh, I'm an idiot. And that's got to mean something. Monsters celebrate these shadows with soup, snake soup. No! Other monsters will bring plenty of snakes, stay home and let them do all the work, or set out to gather snakes. I might as well go. You wander the fields near the whale mist. It's easy to catch snakes, but every time you reach for one of them squirms out of your grasp. Most of the snakes are getting away. Not anymore. They're not kill the snakes as you catch them or keep catching them alive. Well, if we catch them alive, then are they going to be cooked alive in the soup? Because I don't think I can handle that. So we might as well just kill them as we catch them. You come to the ritual with 10 snakes draped over your shoulders. Greet the other monsters with your dead snakes. Hey, we got some more respect. Many of the monsters brought live snakes, but they let you put your dead ones into the scaly cauldron. The monsters gather around the cauldron. Pure Frock scrapes 2 sticks together to light the fire, and it's going to be a fun night. And there was much rejoicing. Let's go with this one. Godclaws and you are arguing about what to have for lunch. She got to pick last time. Suddenly, your favorite food flies down from the sky and perches within arm's reach. The magpie chirps. Have either of you seen a cornfield around here? Your stomach growls. It's tough, but help the bird scream and flee. Why is that bird talking? Or eat it. We will help the bird. Through gritted teeth and a sheen of sweat, you coolly ask the bird where to find a human cornfield. After it flies off, Godclaws asks why. Explain that one shouldn't help anyone who asks, so the favor might be passed along, or because it'll be tastier when it's eaten a lot of corn. This one. She nods to you. Sage thought, someday I might need help, and that magpie could give it, but we still need to eat. We still need to get a real meal. And we got more respect for that. Okay. Let's go with this. I don't know what it is, but we'll go with it. You sit with Nashgash and Godclaws on the tattered red blanket, eating cookies and talking about artifacts. I want cookies? What are artifacts? Artifacts are human-made objects. Many monsters collect them. All the garbage cans in Omen were collected from one human bus stop. Some artifacts are interesting, some can be dangerous. Continue the discussion. Godclaw sighs. I really like artifacts. I want a nice big collection, but it seems like I can never find any good ones. You and Nashgash exchange glances. Nashgash runs a claw along the handlebars of her little scooter. You both know some good spots. Tell Godclaws about the good spots, or keep mum. You can help her in other ways. I would probably tell him, because that's just mean. You open your mouth, but gasp as Nashgash kicks you hard. Why? Nashgash whispers, that'll be less stuff for us. I don't care if you have less stuff, but if I do, you're in big trouble. She pokes you with her claw to make a point. Tell her anyway. She can get over it. Godclaws clicks her pinchers happily as she does a little dance of things. She scuttles off into the woods to check out the places she described. What about Nashgash? Nashgash makes good on her promise of big trouble in the form of a thorough drubbing. You crawl back to your home exhausted and bleeding. Let's explore. Let's go with this. The spine doctor has asked you to catch a special fox. It limps, she says, and it coughs. I need it quickly, if at all. Why does she need the sick fox? The spine doctor swats at you with one prickly arm. There's no time for questions. Get the fox or don't. Go after it. You go forth into the forest, trailing the fox. As you get closer, you catch a glimpse of its ragged ears between 2 trees. The fox is limping. Get closer. As you draw near, you smell something sickly sweet. The fox slumps and vomits green matter onto the forest floor, and your claws tremble at the thought of touching it. Go back to the spine doctor and ask if it's safe. Pursue the fox to the ends of the forest and beyond. Chase the fox, but stop to wash your claws frequently. You don't want to get sick. Let's pursue the fox. Because what if she wants it to help the fox, and then we don't help it? So let's just pursue it. Fox sickness can't harm a monster. The fox tries to scare you off at the last moment by throwing up again, but you snatch it in your claws. Return to Omen and present the plague fox to the spine doctor. The doctor accepts the fox with delight. She nods to several patients waiting to see her. You see, friends, this one shows promise. Watch what she does with the fox. It better not be anything mean or I'm gonna be mad. Or the spine doctor squeezes the fox, forcing it to throw up into a row of rat cages. She says, now I can use the rats to make medicine so we can cure animals we care about. I don't know what happened to the fox, and I don't know if I feel good about that. Let's go with the creepy spider. Today's the day of the Spinner 500, the big spider race. Winners are regarded highly by all around town. Let's do this! But your spider hurt her leg this morning. What should you do? It's a noble race. Watch your spider cheat. She's normally the fastest in the world, even the playing field. Or may the best spider win in her years unaided. I can't make her race if her leg hurts. With a tear and a smile, you and your spider watch from the stands. The spider sucks the butter out of a piece of popcorn and gives you 4 tiny thumbs up. Grand. She rubs her healing leg and says, next year's the year if a bird doesn't eat me. And we got some respect for that, so we're doing good. We're doing good. Let's go explore. I'm just trying to go back and forth between exploring and politicking so that we have kind of an even number of both. Let's go with this. A flock of geese are in the square. No honk, no one can honk above the den. Honk, Nash Gash screams. Last one to drive them away is a loser, and she's on that human scooter she found. Honk. Hunt down a cool secret weapon of your own. The stick is mightier than the wheel. Sabotage her, or just grab the scooter for yourself. Okay. Let's sabotage her. You poke a stick into the scooter's wheel spokes. Nash Gash pitches forward into the geese, who fly off. A passing elder declares a draw, and Nash Gash leaves with her squeaky, bent scooter. Yeah, I got some respect for that, too. Let's go with this little smirky face. Gobclaws shows off a human doll she found in the last hunt. A crowd of elders and other monsters gather around you, chattering excitedly. Indeed. She asks if you think it might be good to show the doll to some of the monsterlings. Let them see a human-shaped thing without actually seeing a real human. You know, educational. If we show them the doll, then they might be curious about humans. But, on the other hand, if we don't show them the doll, then they're probably going to be even more curious about humans because they won't know anything about them. So let's go with absolutely. Gobclaws can see that you're bringing some science here. She hangs on your words, as does the rest of the crowd. Humans are so cuddly and cute. They should know what humans look like so they don't freeze the first time they see one. Yeah, let's go with that. Cleverness maxed. Yeah. Gobclaws nods. Good point. We want the young ones to avoid humans, but not be so frightened that they do anything foolish. Hey, we got some respect, too. Gobclaw says, you're wiser than me. The rest of the monsters nod half-heartedly, but you can tell they appreciate your insight. That was politics, so let's explore. Let's go with this. You're following a deer in the forest when the trail comes to an abrupt end just in front of the cave entrance. The hoof prints look strange, like the deer doubled back, walking backwards in its own tracks. It's a trap. Okay, so what do you do about it, smart monster? Get away from the cave. Clearly you should fight the trap or turn the trap against the deer. Let's turn the trap against the deer. You walk into the cave and find Hamrag taking one of his famous naps. The huge monster is known for its irritability when he's awakened. A twig snaps in the bushes and the deer is fleeing. Let's wait for the deer to come to me. You wait and wait, but the deer has slipped away like a shadow. Aww. 3 days left. We're almost out of adulthood. Let's see if we can get this finished up before the end of the episode. Let's go with this again. Your neighbor, the elder monster, Alaia, walks slowly in the direction of the brood cave. Alaia who? She's one of the next door neighbors, but she's much older than you, months and months. She has tough scales and eyes of several different sizes. Okay. Let's follow her. She passes on the road. Some of the other elders nod to her. They then go to her hovel and start smashing things. Oh! Ask the elder what's going on. It's none of your business. Let's ask elder what's going on. Greed Blitz stops tearing apart Alaia's dining room table and says she feels herself beginning to dissolve. She's going to release herself and become one with the slime in the spawning vat. What happens when monsters dissolve themselves? Is that her way of dying? Monsters who get to a certain age either settle into their personality and shape forever, or they let themselves become one with the slime from which they came. Their personality can have an effect on future generations. Okay, so... No, let's go say bye to her. They got that. You're going to be remembered, Alaia. You will see a bit of you in every monsterling from now on. Alaia wipes a slimy tear from one of her smaller eyes and sniffs. Let's give her a hug. You hug Alaia. She squishes. Her body is already starting to break down and dissolve. She breaks away, smiles one last time, and walks quickly toward the brood cave. You'll never see her again. Aww. Let's explore. We're doing good in the respect. We got 42%. Let's go with this. Wild chickens are back in season. As delicious as they are mean, they're loose within the whale mist, and the monsters are hunting them down. Chickens, lame. Forget about it. Find some eggs and just eat those. Get out there and hunt those wild chickens. Let's go hunt the chickens, because why not? That sounds the funnest. Deep in the woods, you're looking for chicken scratch when you literally stumble over a hen guarding a cluster of chicks. The hen clucks and claws at you. Look at the hen. She's huge. Fight the hen or drive the weakest chickens away from their protector. Look at the hen. She's huge. She's the alpha hen, leader and protector of the flock. She has one eye and a host of terrible scars. I don't want to fight her. But okay, we'll fight her. Ferocity plus 15. Though the clucking makes your blood turn cold, you seize the great hen and fight until you're both a mess of feathers and blood. But victory is savory. Why am I picturing right now Peter fighting the giant chicken in Family Guy? Nashgash cheers so hard that 2 chickens she hasn't killed yet escape her gasp. Well, we got a little... No? I thought maybe we got a little bit more respect, but we didn't. Okay, so let's politic with monsters. This is our last thing to do before we get old. Let's go with this one. It's a scream along, sing along. Everyone's screaming. Loudest monster wins. Scream, sing, scream, sing. You're totally going to break some windows and eardrums, but why are all these monsterlings here? Your singing has been known to hurt their little ears. Sing quietly, using mostly stomach noises. Belt it out, you gotta win, or pre-smash the village windows, then sing. I definitely don't want to do that because then we won't win. I mean, if they're there, they're there. So we'll just do this. You sing about loss and secret love and a plate with no pancakes on it. Your song is sad and strong, but the other monsters sense that you're holding back. Monsterlings, on the other hand, are terrified. Sing proudly and rein it in, or cut loose at full power and scream. Let's cut loose at full power. The monsterlings flee as your song shatters windows and causes clouds to break apart in the sky. The other monsters carry you around Portland Square on their shoulders and humps, proclaiming their musical hero, though you see monsterlings cowering at the brood cave, clutching their ear holes. Well, they shouldn't have come to the contest. That's all I'm saying. I don't think I have anything else to do. Yeah, you're growing old, my friend. Your body is very soft, and you drip slime everywhere you go. It's getting hard to leave your hovel. Stay inside and think about it. Go see the spine doctor, or embrace your fate. Let's go see the spine doctor. We don't want to just give up. The doctor tells you that your time is almost up. You'll soon reach the end of adulthood, and you either ascend to elder status or dissolve into slime. What happens to monsters who ascend? Those who manage to ascend become elders and live on to share the fate of monster kind. What happens to monsters who dissolve? Their bodies melt into the spawning vat where their memories will nourish the minds of generations of morsels. Can the doctor do something to stop it? Says there's a treatment that might prevent the dissolution. Learn more about it. The doctor says the treatment involves an extract taken from the tentacle ferns that grow in whale mist. Let's just face this head on and see what we get. You return to your hovel. The doctor bids you good luck as you depart. A group of elders is waiting for you at the door of your hovel. They see you dripping. They know it's time for you to dissolve or descend. Refuse to go with them, or ask them to come back. We'll just go with them. The elders of omens surround you at the spawning pad. They build a fire beneath a small cauldron, and your body is squishy and damp. Be tested, dissolve, last chance to run and flee. Let's be tested. I don't think we'll probably ascend because I didn't max out a whole lot of things, but we'll see. A masked elder comes forward and says, it's time to decide. All the elders growl and snarl. A masked elder claws herself. 3 drops of liquid spatter against the hot bottom of the empty cauldron. Thick vapor rises into the air. Was that blood or slime? You're not sure. Depends on how much she respects you. Go on. The masked elder asks, who has already decided the fate of this monster? A few of the elders approach the cauldron to add fluid to the collection, and the liquid begins to bubble. The masked elder has placed 5 flat stones on the ground before you and says, choose. Choose one. Chance will guide your claw. Look at the stones or pick a stone that looks good. Each stone is stained with old blood and polished by the touch of many paws. You can't tell one stone from the other. So let's pick one. As you reach for the stone, someone shrieks in the distance. All eyes turn in that direction. You realize you can peek under the stones if you're quick. Resist the temptation. You wait a moment and the shrieking dies away. All the elders turn back and watch you. The other side of the stone is etched with the crude glyph, and it shows a monster holding up one claw, speaking intently. The masked elder says, honesty, but you have just passed that test. So the shrieking was a test. I was a little about that. I kind of had a feeling. Okay, choose the next one. The other side of the stone is etched with a crude glyph. It shows a monster facing down a human. The masked elder says, we will test your bravery. Elders add sticks and dry leaves to the fire until it grows huge and hot. They remove the cauldron and retreat before the roaring flames, one by one, until only you remain. Try to stay near the fire or dance through it. 50% chance you'll die. Let's just try to stay near the fire because I don't think I got a lot of bravery points. It's hot, very hot, and your body begins to pull away on its own. You gather your will and remain in place. Your excess slime begins to dry out and crack, but as the fire dies down, you're still here. Whew. Several monsters howl their approval and step forward, adding more fluid to the iron cauldron. Approach. You hold the cauldron, which contains the Portentous infusion. It's heavy. Drink it. If there's enough blood in it, you'll ascend. Let's look in it first. It's quite full, and there's far more blood in there than slime. Sounds so disgusting. So let's drink it and see what we get. You drink the bubbling concoction, but blech, and how your body solidifies almost instantly. You are now an elder. We made it! We get to be an elder! You are now an elder. You are welcome to Znak, the oldest of monster towns. In this stage of life, if you play your cards right, you'll be able to affect both the way monsters view humans and vice versa. Use your powers of persuasion wisely. Well, would you look at that? Alright, well, I'm pretty excited that we made it to Elderhood. This must be how monsters view humans and how humans view monsters. And we're at 49% respect. So we have 14 days, it looks like, to do something about those things. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. I really like this little game so far. It's pretty cute. I thought we were going to be at the end of it with 2 episodes, but it looks like we have 1 more. I definitely want to see this monster through to the end. I think we've got a good path going. So, yeah, that's where we're going to go ahead and end things today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!